I think I've come across the ultimate chain-smoking cat lady. Draven, you are privileged through your job to go into individuals' homes as you do what you do.
Mostly I am privileged. Sometimes I walk into shit I don't want.
And have you ever had to go into a house to provide the service for a cat person that has,
Fortunately.
let's just set the parameters, more than 3 cats?
I have one on one of my routes that
Right.
has 17
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
in a one-story. The laundry room is a giant litter box.
Well, I think I've come across the ultimate chain-smoking cat lady, and here it is. I go bicycling. You guys know this. I went cycling yesterday. I think it was about 2.5 hours. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I really get on a bicycle, and I really do ride for about 2.5 hours. Now, I'm not real fast, but I'm continuous.
Mhm.
I'll only get off the bike maybe once or twice to take a swig of water, which I have with me, and then I just keep on going. So anyway, at the end of this, behind the building, there's another road to come back out from behind the building. And I noticed these containers. You know the storage containers, the black ones with the different color lids? We're out in just 10, 12 feet off the road. Okay, now this is a road with a curve, and immediately it turns into a very, it's a forest. And if you look past the forest as it goes down the hill, it's a swamp. Okay, and as everybody knows in Florida, if there's water, there's gators. So it started with 5 containers many months ago because I've been riding. And now we're up to, I counted 7 or 8 containers. I'm not stopping, I'm not opening the lids or anything, but I finally realized that there is a hole, a square cut hole on the side of every container. Inside the container, there's some hay. So somebody's making bedding. Well, I finally met the cat lady who makes the bedding. And here's what she does. She doesn't want any cats at home. So she has, you just said the number, somewhere between 15 and 17 cats out in the wild. And they have their own houses. She comes out and feeds them every day. She does her chain smoking outside of the house. So she sits there for a couple hours. The cats are all around her. She's not like she sits on the ground. She sits in the truck. But she feeds them. And they have, on the other side of the street, of course, is where the hardware store is. And so there's grass. And these cats will be sitting out in the grass sunning. And I mean, I want to be a cat. Like, they have the life. Like, this is the ultimate cat lady. And it's kind of like she goes out to her pasture of animals and hangs out with them like they're cows or horses or something. And I asked her about it, and she said, well, people just left them. And then, of course, they started breeding. And so, and I'm sure there's youngins inside the boxes still, but they've got protection and housing. And I'm like, that's a pretty cool thing. I've just never seen anything like that in my entire life. Not a lot of ha-ha, but just a lot of very interesting. So I first, to be honest with you, I thought they were totes that belonged to homeless people because there's some homeless people that live around that area.
Yeah.
I just thought they were totes where they were keeping their things in the woods out of the way so nobody would mess with it, But nope, it's full of cats. Now, she's up to 17 that I can see, and there's no way that there isn't at least 2 nests of youngins out there. I guarantee that hardware store has no mice. She's a cat lady. Because who do you know who has owned more than 4 cats is a normal individual?
Fucking facts.